What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. We're in this vlog type series of videos that are going to lead up to our trip out west to Colorado. And what we want to focus on really is kind of the journey leading up to that point. And so what we're going to do today is we got the main man, John Andrew, behind us. He's going to go through essentially his entire setup. And this is going to be like a video that focuses on the overall pack system, from his pack itself all the way down to the food and clothing and everything else. And one thing we want to say too is that there's tons of videos, gear dump videos from professionals and people who have been doing this for years and years and years. And this is just our little spin on it. It's not going to be anything revolutionary, I'm sure, because we got all of our information from the pros, just like you probably have as well. But like John Andrews said, we love gear, and regardless of whether or not we had a camera, this is the stuff we would be doing, the process that we're going through, and we just want to bring you into that with us, and we hope you enjoy it. From our trip last year, we've had several friends and other people that have asked kind of the process and what we've done to prepare going out west, and so that's what we want to do. We want to bring you along the journey. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the camera around, focus on John. He's going to show you a setup. And then in the weeks to come, we're going to focus on the specifics of each of these systems. So, for example, we'll see just a little bit of his food system, but we're going to do another separate video that goes into like detail about every piece. And so that's what you can expect in the future. Take it away, my friend.
Hey guys, long time no see. We're going, like Jeremy said, we're doing this regardless whether you're watching or not, because I've been driving my wife crazy already for about a week. Because look at this. Just look at this. God, I love it. But I got two packs. I got an XO pack because I like to fit in with the in crowd, but I don't use it. But what I do use is a Everly stock frame, aluminum frame. It looks just like that, and me and Jeremy was just talking about it. There's 1,000 packs out there. You buy whatever you like, but this one, what I like about it, you can run this thing all summer. I put sandbags on it, hike around the yard out here, hike around my farm, that kind of stuff, with just the frame. It weighs about 3 pounds. It weighs nothing. You put sand on it, work out all year, and then when you get ready to go hunting, bring it in. Every bag that Everly stock makes will zip and attach to this same frame. So this is about a 4,000 cubic inch bag that they put out. And all you do is, and my only qualm with the whole thing is it's all camouflage, so it's kind of hard to see what's going on with it, but you zip this thing to the frame. Zip it to the frame like that. And these little zippers attach up here at the top to keep them from sliding down, which is kind of a neat little deal. Same deal, it attaches to the top of the frame like that. Alright, this thing's got compression straps everywhere that you can cinch it down with. I usually use these to cinch this to the bag. The bag, it zips to the frame, then you clip it to the frame. You come down, you find the next one, and you clip it to the frame. Find the bottom, clip it to the frame. Let's see here. Like I say, it's a little hard to tell what's going on because it's all camo, but anyway, it's pretty slick when you get used to it. And these straps here go, like, strap your bow on, and they come apart. So if you kill an elk, you can unzip the zippers, put your meat inside there, put these big straps all around it, cinch it all the way down so it's your meat and all that kind of stuff will just slip down inside of it. So that's the way it's supposed to work. And I run these around the back. Like if you're walking in a few miles or something, you can put your bow, which I don't recommend it, because if you've ever elk hunted much, an elk will walk up on you when your bow is strapped on the back of your pack. I promise you it will. I promise.
Talking from experience there, John?
I am. Anyway, so now what I do, a lot of times now I got one of those little slings and I carry my bow handy, you know, where you can get to it. That's, trust me on that. Sneaky. For big animals, they're sneaky. And this is my inReach. There's a bunch of this stuff out there. It is just super handy, man, to be able to text your wife at night, be able to tell you're still alive. And it also, on her phone, she can, when I send her a message, it shows her on a map where we're actually at. So it's just a little bit of peace of mind. And I usually just clip it on my shoulder strap, or I can kind of get to it, hear it dinging if somebody messages me. But that's kind of how the pack goes together. Like I say, it's camo and it looks like a mess right now, but it'll make sense here in a minute. It's got straps everywhere, and that's my only fault of this thing. If it was a solid color, I believe it'd be easier to see the stripes and stuff, because it does get a little where it's all camo, but still, it's a good setup, man.
I personally like how the frame itself, you got this little seat platform here.
Well,
it's really cool.
And when you set it on the ground, guess what? I put my foot on it and it stands up, and I can stuff my stuff in it.
Yeah,
I like that. Your pack, every other pack in the world, my XO and all them, they've just,
little things make a huge difference.
Stupid, but it flops over on the ground. It drives me nuts. You'll turn around, your pack will be rolling down the hill. But this one, I just put my foot on it. Neither here nor there. But that's my pack together, and this is everything that goes in the pack. All I take is a little cruddy rain jacket, just a little packable rain jacket, because it storms about every afternoon. My sleep system is a pad and a Kuiu one-man tent that doesn't even have any poles with it. It pitches with a trekking pole. You extend your trekking pole out, and that's your tent pole. Pretty handy. Saves a little bit of weight. I pack. If you're a girl, turn this off, because this is going to gross you out. When I go out there, I wear a pair of clothes to travel out there in, and I basically wear what I'm going to hunt in on the way out there, pretty much. And I take my XO pack is like my luggage. I do put a couple extra pairs of another change or two of clothes in this, and all my little extra clothes, I put it in my XO pack and keep it in the truck just in case something was to go awry. But for the most part, I don't take a ton of, what you see right here, this is all the luggage I take, and I don't even know how long I'm going to be gone, 10, 12 days, something. I don't even know how long. I don't even count it. So, if you're a girl, block this out, but I don't take in any extra underwear. I just, this is all the extra clothes I take in the mountains with me. Like I say, I wear what I'm going to hunt in on the way out there. And when I pack my pack, I stick a set of gaiters in, set of gloves, because it will get cold, believe me. I take a beanie. I do take a pair of extra socks. I take a pair of, these are Kuiu. You can get whatever brand you want, but the zip-on long underwear, man, game changers, I'm telling you, they're awesome. I do take those in. And I take my old, if you've ever seen me hunting, you've seen me wearing this. This is an old Cabela's fleece type. I've had it forever, but I love the thing. I take it in. A lot of times I sleep in it at night. And I stuff all that in I stuff that in a stuff sack and put it in the pack just in case it gets soaked in a rainstorm or something. So I do have some extra warm clothes in my pack. So you have to have them. Kind of get the gist of it. So that's my extra clothes. And this, I like this little bag. It's got a window and you can kind of see, you can stick your hand in there, you kind of see what you're digging for. It's pretty handy. So that's all the clothes I take in with me. And like this is a Kuiu hoodie. Like that's something like I would wear out there. I'd wear that on the trip out there and wear it hiking in and wear it the whole trip and never wash it. So yeah, it's nasty, but we don't care. For a kill kit, just some. I had some old junky game bags. I actually bought nice, decent synthetic game bags this year. I had some old junky. I can't even remember what they were, but I won them at an elk banquet, and I've been using them. Trekking poles. My cook system, I just use a little jet bull, and mine doesn't even have an igniter on it, so I keep a lighter on the side. I always keep my spork slid in there where I don't have to dig for it. And this is my little possible bag I always take with me. It's got my little pump sack to fill my my sleep pad up. Got my pillow. It's got my elk tag, some baby wipes, cords, battery chargers, earplugs, all that kind of stuff. Just my little, it's like my little, I keep some ibuprofen in there, some ibuprofen like PMs, if you want to sleep good at night, that kind of stuff. So I keep that in a little stuff sack, and I throw that in the tent with me every night in case I need to rummage around and get something, charge my phone up, charge my inReach up. So that goes in the pack, and I keep it where I can just throw it in my tent. As far as food goes, like Jeremy said, we'll do another video. When I get ready to do my food, I lay every day out in rows. If we're going to be going 10 or 12 days, I put every day out in a row. Right before we leave, like a couple of days before we head out, I slide every day into a 1 gallon Ziploc bag, just like everybody else in the whole world does it the same way. But it's super handy. And then I put all 10 or 12 days in a big giant stuff sack, and I put them in a bear-proof cooler in the truck. And then when you get out there and you get ready to leave, you're going to be gone for 3 or 4 days or whatever, grab 3 of these bags, put them in a stuff sack. And that's what that's basically what 3 days of food looks like in a stuff sack. And I got a carabiner on there and a piece of paracord because, you want to run that up in a tree every night. It's actually, probably your chance of seeing a bear is pretty slim, but they are there. And you want to put your toothbrush, toothpaste, anything with a smell, chapstick, chewing gum, anything in your pockets. Put that in a bag, running up the tree at night, just to be on the safe side. I forgot, there's my coffee cup. Out of money. I ain't got a coffee cup. I'll turn around and come home. So that's what my food bag would look like going into the woods, just like I was getting ready to head out. So that's it. This is a Stone Glacier Chilkoot 15-degree bag. I don't know how many of you guys know this, probably about everybody, but you need to store your bag uncompressed, let it loft out. When you're storing it all summer, you don't want to keep it wadded down into a bow all summer, so you kind of store it in something like that where it can kind of loft out. It's better for them.
And that'll pack up really small.
Oh, this thing packs up down to the size of a cantaloupe. Look at that. Unbelievable. So anywho, and when you're laying your pack out, I mean, man, it's just common sense. The stuff you need least, like your sleeping system, you don't need it till the nighttime. So, and it's also the lightest. So you stuff that out on the bottom because it's gonna be the last thing. And I even I try to put mine in there the way I'm gonna get it out at night. So I put my pad and all that stuff in the main bottom because that's the last thing I get out. Throw it in my tent and blow it up. So I take my sleeping pad and I put it down there in the floorboard like that. And the next thing I'll need out at night is my sleeping bag, so I will take it. You wouldn't believe how small that thing packs down to. My tent pegs, I usually this bag's got a couple little side pockets stuff. I drop the stuff I'm gonna be needing to get to in these little side pockets.
So that was your tent there.
That was my tent.
The pad, the bag, and the tent.
Like in the order I'm gonna get it out at night, you know, that's just,
yeah.
It's common sense, man. Anybody knows that, but tent comes out first, throw it up, then I can get my bag, throw it in there, and then I get my sleep pad out, pump it up. My game bag and knife. Water's a big crazy thing too, man. You gotta fight with all the time. A lot of people like to use a water bladder in the back of their bag. I mean, I ain't no pro, but I don't like doing it because I never know how much water's in there. It can leak or bust and get everything you own wet. I don't know, and it's kind of hard to fool with because it's down inside your pack. So I don't use it. I use my water bladder sleeve. I put my game bags, the stuff that I'm never going to hardly use, maybe once or twice on the whole trip, I put them in the bottom of my water bladder sleeve and forget about them. Just like the soul.
Yeah, I used a bladder last year, and it's just, when you're out there, every little thing adds up, and if it's aggravating to fool with, it's a big hassle out there.
I just think I use a Nalgene bottle or two. And I got a bunch of dirty bags, and this is I have another Sawyer squeeze, but this is a new Platypus water filter. It just came out. It's supposed to filter 3 liters per minute. It runs pretty quick. It runs a lot faster than the Sawyers. I may die of giardia because it sure doesn't look like it's filtering coming through there fast, but they say it works, so I'm gonna trust them. I don't care. I live right on the edge. But anyway, a couple of dirty bags, a filter. I filter that water into a Nalgene, and that's just what I use to get my water clean. This goes up near the top of my pack in one of these little side pockets where I can get to it pretty quick.
And by dirty bag, John just means like the bag that you put the dirty, unfiltered water in.
Yeah, like straight out of a creek. I put my cook kit in this other side pocket, right where I can get to it. Kind of cook, because you know, if I'm out during the middle of the day, we want a cup of coffee or something, I just unroll the top of my bag, reach in there and get it. My water filter's right there, so I can grab it real quick. Just the stuff you're gonna get to, you put it up there where you can grab it real fast. My extra clothes, I do stuff then. Rain jacket, like I say, I just carry a El Cheapo rain jacket, and I put a contractor bag in there, usually underneath this thing down in the front, and I've humped up under a contractor bag for 3 or 4 hours a day sometimes in a rainstorm. You just do whatever you got to do with a little old cheap rain jacket and a contractor bag. And sometimes I slip the contractor bag over my pack and then put the rain jacket on myself and get under a pine tree or something, just let the rain blow over. But I put it on the outside where you can get to it, because it can be 70 degrees, and then in about 15 minutes, it may be snowing. Like I say, that's my little possibles bag. It's got all my stuff. I usually keep it up on top where I can kind of get to it. I put my food, last thing, right on the main top, where I can grab it during the day, get in, grab a snack or something, you know. Ooh, I forgot that. This is a First Light Unconfigurable Puffy. I was telling Jeremy, this thing packs up to nothing. It's actually pretty warm, man. We stayed out last year. That's all I had, and it was down in the 20s a lot of times and in the teens. So it'll keep you warm. I do have a Cafaru that's a little bit bulkier, and it's going to be super cold or something on the forecast. I may take it out. Anyway, it's going to be decent weather. I'll just take that thing, stuff it in the top, because you'll find that you'll get your puffy in and out of your pack probably 3 or 4 times a day. It'll get cold, then the sun will come out, then whatever. But you just roll that puppy down, man. That's about what it's starting to come together to look like.
The only thing that you don't have in there would be water.
Right.
Your supply of water, and you carry that.
The water's out there. I bought that because it had molly webbing on it. It goes on my waist belt, keep an algae in. That's getting there, man. A couple of trekking poles. Like I say, man, they're handy to walk with, and I also use them to set my tent up. I usually put them underneath that little strap. I take a bugle too. I don't know why, but I do. So that's pretty much what you're gonna look like going in. I mean, I feel comfortable. I could throw that pack on right now, walk out the front door right here, and stay out for 3 or 4 days. You got basically everything you need to survive in there. It's pretty comforting feeling, really. I mean, if you think about it, you basically got food, water, shelter, and the stuff you need to filter water with. If you have to have clean water, you got it right with you. So you're pretty self-sufficient right there. I mean, I probably pack it up a little bit better with at least a lumpy, but that's pretty much, man, how it kind of goes together.
And that comes in at around 20.
I put it together just like this the other day. Just like I said, just to drive my wife crazy. She, as much as I like gear, she dislikes it. So, but I put it all together just like this the other day. Weighed it with no water, and I didn't have my bow or anything. It weighed 27 pounds. So that's pretty light. I mean, it's about as Spartan as you can go, and still have everything you kind of need, you know. And another little thing too, something a lot of people don't think about, like if you got headlights, and which there's a headlight in my little kit I take in my tent with me, but your headlights and stuff, if you'll think about it, when you're buying all that stuff, if you'll buy them all that use the same batteries, they all use AA's or AAA's or whatever, it's real handy. You don't have to have a bunch of different batteries, because I do take like one extra set of batteries in there with me for my headlight and stuff. But if everything you got uses different batteries, it's just more stuff you got to carry. So kind of just think about it. Buy 2 or 3 little things that all use the same stuff. You can, well, you're consolidated a little bit, I guess I would say.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it from the main man himself. I got to credit, honestly, the whole reason that I went out west last year and am still doing that and am in it like I am is because of this guy. When we met each other, we were both actually kind of starting to discover things like the Born and Raised Outdoors and the Hush guys and watching those videos and kind of dreaming big. But he actually had those dreams and then started pursuing it, and he went out there the first year. Him and Mike, which was on the video last year, and he's in a ton of other videos too on the channel, they went out there alone, just themselves, and then last year we had a big crew going, and this year we do as well. But I credit him for getting me into this, and but yeah, this is what a system looks like overall. We will dive into the specifics of each of those categories, like the food and sleep systems and all that, in another video. But if you like this kind of thing, be sure to comment below. Let us know if you have any questions. Yeah. We'll be more than happy to kind of fill you in. We're not claiming to be experts at all.
No, that's the thing, man. If you're an Eastern Kentucky guy, if you're Appalachian dude, you're around here. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, you reach out to us, message someone, man. We don't know what we're doing. Golly, it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's fun to learn, and it's fun to make mistakes.
It's fun to fool with the gear. It's fun to... Some of the trip is kind of mind-numbing and hard, but, man, you just... it just goes with it. But you just kind of learn to enjoy the hard parts of it. But if you're halfway interested in this kind of stuff, like I say, man, you reach out to us. Yep. If you're around here and you want to go shoot bows with us on the weekend, if you want to hang out with some good dudes who are not selfish, who are in it for you, to help you out, not trying to hold you back or anything.
For sure. Come on over. Hang out with us. We'd love to have you.
We do all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Man. And like I said, we're filming this, but I've been doing this for 2 or 3 days just to drive my wife crazy. So we decided to film it one more time, just for the what of it. But yeah, reach out, man. We'll help anybody you want we could.
For sure.
It's a ton of fun, man.
It really is. Well, guys, we love you so much. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, please consider subscribing, turning the bell on for notifications, all that good stuff, and look out for further videos to come and the weeks leading up to our trip. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.